All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for NFL Pregame Party. I am your host, Joe's Atmosphere. It's time for Week 9 Tailgate. A little bit of technical difficulty there at the beginning because I deleted a video that I didn't need anymore, and when I did that, it stopped the intro. I was like, oh, shit. I thought I could multitask, but apparently I can't. Anyway, it's good to see you guys. I'm kind of excited because my Seattle Seahawks will be on live television tonight. I get to see them actually see a game this year. Yay! Because I'm not one of those guys that gets the ticket or anything like that, and I don't hit the Pirates sites. I just watch the highlights on. Look, guys, if you want to see what's going on with games and you have NFL Network through your cable provider or whatever the hell you watch TV on, you see everything less than 30 seconds after it happens. So, just watch NFL Game Day highlights and you'll be caught up on everything. Joining me today is my usual crew. Knock, how are you doing this morning?
Good. Hey, that TV behind you is not going to get hit, is it?
No, it's not going to get hit. It's not big enough to get hit. Don't worry about that at all. I just put it on for effect in the background. A lot of guys do that in streaming, so don't worry about that. It'll be fine. John, how are you doing this morning?
Tired, but good.
Tired, but good. Well, that's good to hear. Why are you so tired? What are you doing, man?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I didn't do hardly anything. I think that's why, because I was usually doing stuff
you
all
had a
weekend
lazy day and you're feeling the effects. Okay, I got you, man.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, you got to stay active, especially when you get up to our age, man. You got to stay active or you're going to start to avalanche into not doing shit. So anyway, let's see who's in the chat before we continue. Keely Chow is here first this morning. Good morning. It's good to see you. I'm sure he would say roll tide if he was here at this second. Also in that's also him. He says Alabama didn't play, but it still was a good day because of Auburn and Tennessee losing to Kentucky and Oklahoma. Well, we're going to talk about all of that right now as we get into the college update, man. What's going on there, Knoxter? Let us know what's going on.
Yeah, so this was the first day of the ESPN ABC debacle with YouTube TV, so I didn't get to watch nearly as many games. I only watched 4 games at the same time yesterday instead of my normal 10. So, missed out on a lot. Missed out on some upsets, too, that I'm kind of pissed about. But let's get started. Kind of taking a look. James Madison, JMU, still rolling along, one of those group of 5 potentials. So good win for them. Of course, this was on Tuesday. As I've mentioned before, we have football every day, either college or NFL, until the 24th of November, which is a Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. I don't know why no one decided to play on that day, but sure, okay. And then let's see. I actually had a lot of bye weeks this week, so there's actually not going to be as many games to talk about. But this was a shocker. On Thursday night, Tulane got wiped out by UTSA. Now, UTSA's quarterback is a McCowan. I believe his name is.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember if Luke McCowan is the quarterback or the son. I can't remember but he was in the NFL, the father. So his son.
They think Josh and Luke are the two McCowns that played in the NFL. So
okay, well, this is the son. I can't remember his name right now. I'm sure I can find it in the highlights. But he's playing for UTSA, and this really hurt Tulane. Their chances. They have and I'll show it here in a bit. But Tulane's got a big game next week, and it's basically their last chance. So Tulane really hurt themselves with this loss. Memphis, on the other hand, takes care of business. They're ranked now, and they got a win over Rice, so good win there. Don't call it a comeback, Bill. He gets a win this week. How about that? 3-5. He can still make a bowl game.
wow,
Killing it. Let's
killing it.
We're gonna do some spoilers. Here we go. So we'll see how that goes. Louisiana Tech putting 55 on Sam Houston. There you go.
Wow.
My
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Go Bulldogs.
Yeah, my beloved Boise State got crushed at home. This basically ends their chances of a group of 5. They're out of it. They could still make the Mountain West potentially, but playoffs, no way. Not with 3 losses. This is a terrible loss. Fresno State's not a bad team, but Fresno State got beat up last week, so this was a shame that Boise State is basically out of the playoffs now. But this one, Ohio State beats up on Penn State. Penn State, of course, no longer what it was. Indiana destroys Maryland, stays undefeated. Georgia squeaks by Florida. Florida just can't win and finish games.
I was pulling for Florida in that one.
So,
Like I said, I didn't get to see anything. When I came in last night, I saw that it was like, I want to say it was 14-17 or
it was close.
maybe 20 to might have been 20-17 with Florida leading there in the fourth is what I might have seen when I came in. Yeah.
Yep. And then Georgia got a late drive to take the lead and didn't give it up.
Yep.
So, Ole Miss cruising over South Carolina. One of the upsets of the day, Georgia Tech. I didn't get to see this game, unfortunately. NC State. I told last week, watch out for NC State. They're a scrappy team, and they're showing it here. So they just took out. Georgia Tech was undefeated. They just got their first loss in ACC, so they are going to drop down in the rankings.
That's going to hurt them. That's going to hurt them.
Unranked team. Yep. Yeah, for sure. Another upset. You can consider this an upset. Texas over Vanderbilt. I did watch this.
I consider this upset because Texas has looked like ass this year.
Now, this was in Texas, so I will say they did have the home field advantage. And
that means a lot more in college football than it does in the pros, though.
Now,
yeah, for sure.
This, I will say here, Joe, this was by far Manning's best game.
Was it? Okay.
With the run game, and then the defense doing. Now you can see 21 points for Vanderbilt in the last quarter there, so they had they came back, but this was mainly Texas game for most of this game. So, and then they were. I wish I got in the picture.
I got one question: How was the passing game? We know he can run. It's his accuracy throwing the ball that is in question.
For who?
For
Arch.
the kid, Arch.
Arch.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll rephrase it then. This was his best game passing.
Okay, there you go. All right.
He did great. Yeah, I think he was over 300 yards, something like that. This was
okay.
For him,
Yep.
if I remember.
So what
correct.
you're saying is Vanderbilt stepped in Bevo's bull hooky in the field there.
They stepped into a buzzsaw for sure. So very early on, Vandy's offense just couldn't do much. Texas was going off, so could it be stopped? Slowed down in the second half, but good game for Texas is right back in it. They just got right back into the conversation with this win for sure.
Okay.
And they only have one loss in the SEC.
Sure. Okay.
Another upset that I didn't get to watch: Miami and SMU.
Oh no!
Man,
Miami goes down to SMU.
I had to watch the
so good
highlights.
about Miami.
SMU got a field goal to force overtime, and then Miami had the ball first, and Carson Beck threw Basically, let's see, Patriots Seahawks Super Bowl.
Oh
And
no! He
now
threw the
wasn't right up on the
ill-advised
line of this
slant.
time. So yeah,
Oh,
so it was
no.
well, it was a crossing, right? It was a crossing that got undercut by the defense,
Oh.
right there on the goal line, and SMU got the
Oh.
ball, and they didn't settle for a field goal. They said, "Fuck that!" They went and scored a touchdown on them. So
Wow.
they weren't even gonna try a field goal. They were like, "No, we're not gonna."
Good
miss
for
a kick."
SMU. They're a good
Yeah.
program. They really are.
So this really puts them in a. They still have a chance for the ACC. There's a playoff chance here.
They're big in the Dallas area. SMU is big time.
Yeah, this is a really cool team. They're a bit iffy. They only scored 10 points last week. What was their last game again? Because this is the weird one. Yeah, 13-12.
Wake Forest. They only
That
scored
was a
12
weird
points.
game.
Wow.
Yeah, a weird game. So yeah, but hey, good win there. So Miami just falling. So Notre Dame gets a win over Boston College. Texas Tech has a good win over Kansas State. Kansas State just they were one of the favorites at preseason for the Big 12, and they just
No, sir. No. Sir.
Oklahoma back in the playoff race. I believe this will put them. I don't know if it'll put them in the top 12 come Tuesday, but they'll awfully close, and they'll have awfully good chance. They have a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance of my heart being broken again? Okay.
So yeah, just this game. I watched this game. Tennessee just too many turnovers.
Yeah.
Too many turnovers.
They've got a talented quarterback, but it's feast or famine with him. He's either going to turn it over a lot or he's going to be a beast.
Some passes, he just kept wanted to do. This is John on offense, basically. Just wanted to throw the ball downfield every single time, and then got picked off like 3 times. So, sorry,
my God,
had to do it.
Hey, if you throw the ball enough, you're going to win.
Okay, Andy Reid, whatever you say.
Virginia ranked 8-1, and so I had to check this one. Okay, so Virginia actually lost to NC State earlier in the year, and they're both ACC. And I had to do a little bit of research, but apparently that game was a non-conference game because it was set up back when ACC had divisions a couple years ago.
Well, so that's strange. They're both in the ACC, and it doesn't count as a loss in the ACC?
No, it was considered a non-conference game. It doesn't happen very often, for what I found out. But yeah, so it was. That is why Virginia is 5-0 in ACC and not 5-1.
That is rather strange.
Yeah, I had to look that up because I saw that I missed it entirely back when the game happened. That they were both the same conference, but Virginia's undefeated. But still, kind of an interesting fact there. Louisville, Virginia Tech did what they could. They've been playing a lot better since they fired their coach, but unfortunately they couldn't hang with Louisville. Louisville being one of those top ACC teams right now. So this was a great game for the Utes. The Utes, Joe. They destroyed
the running Utes. Did you say Ute?
The Utes. Man, this was I didn't watch a lot of this game, but 45.
That was supposed to be a lot closer than it was, wasn't it?
I mean, Cincinnati's been playing out their mind, but you never know with the Big 12. That's why the Big 12 was so fun to watch. You just never know. So this was a great game. Good for Utah. Yep, they needed that win to stay in the Big 12. So good for them. Michigan gets the win over Purdue. Battled pretty hard. I did watch this game, but unfortunately they just couldn't do enough. They couldn't stop I think the Michigan ran off a bunch of clock, because they're mainly a running
Purdue's
team.
just having a bad year, man.
Yeah,
they're in every game. It's not like they don't compete. It's just they're having a down year. Yep.
Unfortunate upset here because I was really pulling for Houston to do something, but West Virginia wiped the floor with them.
Wow,
45-35. Just Houston could not stop them on defense. And the upset, 22 will fall. Houston will fall out of the. Yep, they're going to fall out of the rankings for sure. USC gets a really good win over Nebraska. This was in Nebraska. Matt Rule just got a big contract, but Dylan Raiola, I believe is his name, is the quarterback for Nebraska, got hurt in the first half. And
you mean the Wish version of Patrick Mahomes?
Sure. So he got hurt, and unfortunately their backup couldn't do a whole lot. So USC, even still, they made it close, but USC pulls it out. They got USC's got a big game coming up pretty soon here too, I believe. Okay, so Duke over Clemson's fall just continues. Duke gets a win over Clemson. Oof, Duke is still in the conversation for ACC. They only got one loss, so got a chance there. Let's see. I'm going to move along here. Army on the last drive.
My brother, here's another reason why my brother may not be here. My service academy beat his service academy. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Yep. Army had to go down the field and get a touchdown late in the fourth quarter, and they got it. Good
Air Force couldn't beat their daddy because everybody knows the Air Force started as the Army Air Corps, boys and girls. Yep.
And speaking of Navy, the Navy.
What happened to Navy? North Texas. They ran into North Texas.
North Texas.
Oh my God!
Big game in the AAC.
That is a tough team, man.
And Group of 5 potentials. Unfortunately, Navy could not stop North Texas. North Texas jumped up early and maintained the lead for the game. Big. Unfortunately for Navy, it doesn't get better. Check this out for Navy. This is kind of crazy. Notre Dame, South Florida, Memphis, and the Army. So this might be like
needed that one.
Yes,
because they're going to lose a couple down the stretch.
Yeah, so this is unfortunate for Navy. So yep.
Bummer.
Let's see, Big 12 game here. Arizona State over Iowa. Iowa State was ranked earlier. I think they've lost 4 in a row now, or at least 3.
Damn.
So this
they've lost.
Yeah, they started out 5-0. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah,
that's crazy. East Carolina, the best friggin'
logo. I won't say uniform, but logo. The logo's badass.
Logo. They're 5-3, and they're 3-1 in the American. So hey, don't count them out yet. They have a chance. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Big blow for UNLV. Group of 5 hopeful. They take a loss to New Mexico. That's a big loss for them. They're basically out of it now. Let's see. Pittsburgh 7-2.
Golden Gophers.
Oh, the Gophers. Oh yeah. So they bounced back. They got destroyed last week. But they bounced back and they get a win late. In overtime. They get a touchdown where Michigan State had to just kick a field goal. Minnesota actually got the touchdown, so they win.
There you go. Good to see you, Gridiron Masters. Good to see.
They're an okay team. I don't pay too much attention to them.
Yep.
Pittsburgh, on the other hand, will probably get ranked this week. 5-1 in ACC, so they're in that race as well. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Going to be scrolling pretty fast here. UL Monroe gets beat up by Old Dominion.
Louisiana. The Raging Cajuns come through.
They did get a win. They did get a win. Yep.
Of course, they're playing South Alabama.
This was it. I wish I had seen this game. Mississippi State over Arkansas.
Arkansas just can't pull off a win. They can't do it.
0-5. This I believe is their first win for Mississippi State in the SEC in 2 years.
Yeah, in 2 years.
Good for them.
It's been a while.
And they're both they're one game away from bowl. So hey, man, this is a good season for them.
Yeah, Arkansas lost their coach earlier this year, by the way, guys. If you don't know, they fired him right away. Yep.
Let's see here. Sanders gets destroyed. Arizona 52-17 over Colorado.
I hate it for Dion. I do.
Yeah.
I hate it. For him.
San Diego State 7-1, probably the best team in the Mountain West right now. They're cruising along there. They are now a potential Group of 5.
I was fixing to say they got to be in the Group of 5.
A little under the radar, but they don't have the big power team wins, so they need a lot of help. But hey, they're in the conversation. Mm-hmm. Kentucky over Auburn 10-3. Okay,
Auburn, you should be embarrassed. You got beat by a friggin' basketball school. Come on now.
And we got the Pac-12 champion. Oregon State beats Washington State in the Pac-12 Bowl. So yay!
What in the hell?
Florida State still humming along. They finally get a win in the ACC. I think this is their first win in the ACC in over a year.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Let's see. And then, unfortunately, Hawaii goes down late last night.
They didn't need that. They're done.
Man, that was kind of.
they're bowl eligible. We're going to see these teams in bowls. It's just for the playoff. They're done. Yep.
So that was pretty much not a crazy amount of games. There are a lot of bikes. I think next week's kind of the same thing. So just taking a real quick look at next week.
Quick before you concentrate on that, Gridiron Master says, "I bet Jimbo Fisher goes to Arkansas or Florida."
Florida.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to LSU. That's for sure. But we'll see what happens. He's a great defensive mind. But I don't know if you guys saw any of the stories real quick, Knock, and I'll let you have the floor. But the news down here, in case you want to know about the LSU coaching vacancy, the governor's gotten really involved in it. I don't know if you know, they have a board there, and they're making sure that the AD does not pick the next coach because
do
apparently
it.
he's the guy behind the Jimbo Fisher $76 million buyout that the A&M had to do. And he also is the guy that did the Brian Kelly deal for LSU, and they had to pay him 56. So he said, "Look, the taxpayers are not going to pay for this shit anymore. We're going to get a contract that's more incentive based." And
Nick Saban, $100 million.
Right. You know, and there's been rumors of that they're trying to talk to him. You know what I mean? And I don't think people down here would be pissed off if he came back.
They're gonna bring Rex Ryan out of retirement to coach for him.
Oh my God. Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I just wanted to let you guys know what I'm hearing here on the ground. But I don't know if you saw the Pat McAfee show earlier this week, but he had an interview with the governor of Louisiana about it, and it was great. You guys should go look that up and watch it. It was pretty good. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, UTSA coming off that upset of Tulane will try to do it again against South Florida. South Florida is still percentage-wise at the top of the Group of 5 spot in the playoffs, so we'll see what happens there. Houston, Houston won't be ranked next week. USC, Northwestern's not too bad this year, but I don't think they can handle USC. No. Then Tulane, this is what I mentioned earlier. Tulane,
yes,
this is their finals. If they have any type of chance to, they got beat up last week and it hurt them a lot. Yep. But if they have any chance to get back into,
and they could beat that team if they play their potential. They can beat that.
Yeah,
team.
I haven't watched a lot of Tulane, so I don't know exactly what's going on with them. But I have been watching Memphis,
and they're playing well.
Yeah, and they're playing well. So they had that one stinker against UAB. You know, that happens sometimes. So we'll
the fact that it happened against UAB is what hurts.
Yeah, after they fired Trent Dilfer, that's the great part.
Oh, it's bad. Yeah.
Indiana. You know, it's funny. I have a listing that I want to show. The last thing I'm going to show tonight.
Trent Dilfer, the former NFL quarterback.
Yes, he was the head coach,
he was the head coach
at UAB,
years,
and they fired him. And the next week they went out and beat Memphis.
It was very funny. Indiana. This is Indiana's last real test of the season at Penn State. So Indiana's pretty comfy going undefeated, but they can't trip up because they got Penn State at home, so we'll see what happens. Oregon, they don't have a great resume, to be honest. They're sick.
They don't.
I'm curious I really am curious to see what happens Tuesday night.
They're in the Big Ten, but who have they played in the Big Ten? Are they playing the bottom dwellers?
Their best win was when Penn State was number 3, and they beat them at Penn State, and then they've fallen off
the map since.
So that's their best win. So Iowa, however, is doing really good this season. They're close to being ranked. If they may not get, I don't know if they're going to get ranked today or not, or Tuesday, which the rankings really matter. But this could be their best game so far. So they need this one, and they're going to Iowa, so it would help a lot. Let's see, Georgia, Mississippi State. Georgia should be able to handle them, but Mississippi State hasn't been too bad. But I don't think they can handle this one. Probably the biggest game of the week, one of them. BYU still undefeated at Texas
Big
Tech.
12 matchup. What?
And of course, it's on ABC. So naturally, I'm gonna have to find a way to watch it because I'm not missing this one. This is Big 12 at its finest. Yeah. So I'm 100% gonna watch this game. Let's see here. James Madison's taking on Marshall's been doing really good. I think they're ahead of their division. I think there's 2 division leaders, if I'm not mistaken, in the Sun Belt. So this will be a decent Group of 5 game to watch. The Citadel at Ole Miss. Now, Alabama's got one in a couple weeks too. Fuck these little FCS games.
This late in the season, how do you schedule that?
Yeah, no, it's because they're we got a grueling SEC schedule, so we need
whatever. No, you play these at the beginning. That's your preseason.
So
come on,
they're not the only ones doing this. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, this is.
I've never agreed with it. Even when we play college football on the video games, if I see a late season matchup like this, all it can do is hurt you in the rankings.
Yeah,
and so I always switch it to a ranked team. You know what I mean?
And you know what's crazy? Yeah. So and one, if it's a close game, it hurts you. And 2. What happened a couple years ago to Florida State when they played, North Alabama, I think it was? They lost their fucking quarterback.
Yeah, he got hurt. and it's been downhill ever since, right?
Yeah, literally
so,
since then.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I would not. And if you're going to do this, don't play any of your starters. You don't need to.
It's a money thing, I'm sure.
No, absolutely, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And it's a bye week for Ole Miss for sure. So I understand it. I just don't like it. So that's all.
Yeah.
Let's see if you guys see any. Let me know. I'm going to be skimming.
Louisiana Tech against the Fighting Blue Hens.
Yeah, Delaware hasn't been that
Flacco's
bad.
old alma mater.
Yeah.
Let's watch that one. That's going to be a good one.
Texas A&M at Missouri. This is Missouri's last chance. John, This is it.
Yep,
John, we need you to step up. I'm tired of hearing
Missouri.
about A&M. I hate the Aggies. You got to do it for me this week,
Gonna have
bro.
to find a way to watch this one too.
But if we can pull off the win against Texas A&M, we'll be back up
in the definitely near. I won't say in the top 10, but near the top 10 for sure.
Yeah, we'll be like 13th or 14th.
Yep. Let's see.
Iowa State and TCU would have been better before they started losing.
Yeah, this might still be a good game just because of the quality of the teams. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to mean as much. Both of these teams are pretty much out of the race.
Texas State and Louisiana border war might be pretty good. Might be pretty good.
Game.
Yep.
Let's see here. Got a couple ACC games.
Come on, Navy, beat Notre Dame. Let's do it.
Before I get to that, LSU at Alabama. I mean,
that's the war. That is the war.
What happens there? Of course, it's on ABC, so naturally.
That is always a big game, no matter how those two teams are doing. That is must-see TV. You're going to want to see that for sure.
Trap game for Virginia with Wake Forest.
Yeah, Wake Forest is a weird team. They do have some upsets this season, so it is absolutely a trap game. It is at home in Virginia, so this is the kind of game where if Virginia loses, they're getting a negative point in my system because they should not be losing to an unranked team at home. So same thing with Louisville and California. So same thing with Alabama and LSU. LSU has gotten to.
Did you say Alabama and LSU? The war. The war.
So if Alabama loses this one, it's gonna hurt them. Same thing with Notre Dame and Navy. Hey, I'm pulling for Navy. It's not going to happen.
I am too. Look,
hey,
Notre Dame will never get any points from me unless they win a championship because they are independent. They stay independent. They don't want to be a part of a conference. That's great. You want to play all the academies all year long? You're going to have to fucking earn it from me, dude. If you're going to have a pansy-ass schedule the entire time,
I would
guess
not consider their schedule pansy-ass.
Well, go ahead and look
at
Miami,
and then the second week, and they only lost by 2 points.
Miami when they were playing well. Okay, I'll give them A&M too.
3.
But Purdue, Arkansas.
Okay, yeah, Arkansas wasn't bad at that point. Boise State wasn't too bad at that point.
They fired their coach. Arkansas fired their coach.
They beat USC, who's now ranked and is only climbing. And then they got Navy.
Boston College.
Yeah, they're going to have some. Every game is going to be freaking.
I'm saying half their schedule is pansy ass.
That's like all
Stanford.
That's all.
Stanford. Hello.
Hey, but look, they got Pitt coming up. That's going to be a ranked. Unless Pitt loses next week, that's going to be a ranked win, which they really need, and they really needed Navy not to lose too. But unfortunately, so I don't think there's a worse schedule. That's all I'm saying. Like there's a bad. Like Indiana had a freaking easy ass schedule after they got their little gauntlet. So
Notre Dame.
So
plays nothing but academies.
That's true. And then that's pretty much San Diego State and Hawaii. That's a big Mountain West game right there to end the weekend. So that's it for that. So let's go on to the rankings.
Let's see the knock list. Let's check out the knock list this week, boys and girls. Yes.
Yeah. So last week this was the rankings before. So not the current ranking, not today's rankings or the rankings that came out in the afternoon.
Right.
I might not even show this anymore. I don't know if it's even useful.
No, it is useful. Because it shows you side by side how your point system worked against the current. This is the current poll. It's the new one's coming out. Yeah, we had games played. We know that, but it shows how your point system worked for last week. Go for it.
All right. So the biggest changes now, Ohio State went down mainly because they didn't play a game that week before.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that my system, and you'll see it on the next page, is all based on points played. I kept it as simple as I could to, by the end of the season, it's going to be perfectly even because they're all going to play the same.
Yeah, because they're all going to have the same amount of games. Yeah.
There may be some exceptions here or there. It's not very often that some teams play 13 games, but it has happened. So let's see here. I want to show the biggest differences. I know for me, I give Oregon no respect. Is probably one of the bigger ones.
Yeah.
Mainly because of their strength of schedule.
And that matters. Yeah.
So I do give now Notre Dame was 12 in AP. I do give Notre Dame some more love than Joe does on their schedule.
They have 2 losses and they play nothing but academies. Sorry,
they had 2 close losses, and what the powers that be that decide this, they do take into account close losses, especially if they're on the road, which both of those were, if I'm not mistaken. So the wins that they do have, they're going to earn their spot if they win out, basically, at this point. Let's see here, Miami. They're going to fall big after this one. I can tell you that right now. Texas Tech is climbing. Let's see here. Houston, unfortunately, they jumped up, but then they're going to drop back down. Let's see. TCU dropped.
You don't even have Missouri on yours, do you?
Not in the top 25, no.
No, because they didn't play this week, so they lost points.
Yep.
So
they lost the week before.
Yeah, they lost.
So they lost for this ranking. They lost, so
gotcha.
They dropped out of it after this rankings.
Okay.
So, all right, so let's go to now what you see here. This side right here on the right is now on the left. And so this is the current rankings. I updated this today. So this is my today rankings. Ohio back up top. I did put them above Indiana. They do have 1 game less. So I do put stock in the fact that they have 1 less game, but they have the same amount of points. So I put it up at number 1. When points are tied, I go by my feeling. As far as who I think deserves to go on top. So. Like right here, Texas A&M and Ole Miss. I think Texas A&M should be above Ole Miss. So let's see here. Some of my biggest ups: Oklahoma, up 11 spots after that win. That was a big win. I gave them a lot of props for that win, for sure. Because Vandy was on fire. They really were. So that.
Oh, you mean Tennessee?
No, Oklahoma. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Played Tennessee.
You're right, Tennessee. You're right.
Yeah.
Tennessee was on fire pretty much. So good win for them, and it was in Tennessee.
Looks like they climbed the most out of anybody this week.
Yeah, I mean, you go to a ranked away game and you win, you get the max amount of points. So they got the max amount of points for this week because of that. Virginia is still climbing up. Utah jumped up a good amount because of that win over who was it? Other Big 12 team. It's blanking my mind right now, but Cincinnati. Cincinnati was ranked 10th last week. Utah basically took their spot.
Right.
In my ranking. I didn't even plan that. That's just how it worked out.
That's the way it worked out. Yep.
Because I did put Utah under Virginia, who's 8-1. They were tied up. I did put Oklahoma. I did put Texas Tech above all the 22s.
Georgia Tech didn't drop much in your.
Well,
I think they're going to drop a lot more.
They dropped 5. I think 5 is decent for now. I'm sure the AP poll will drop them much more.
Yeah, it will.
I did, but points wise, I even took away a point. You see, 22 because they lost to an unranked team. I took away a point for them. So it was definitely a big switch there.
Hate it for you, Colin. Hate it for you.
BYU dropped a little bit because they didn't play. Same thing with Georgia. Let's see. Vanderbilt lost. That's why they went. Texas got a big jump, 9 spots because of that win. They're going to get some respect this week for sure. They're going to jump into those teams. Go up to those teams. USC jumped up quite a bit. I felt like that Nebraska one was pretty decent for them. So they got a good chunk there. Michigan's rolling. They're continuing to climb. Louisville is in the top 25 now in my rankings. Same with Pittsburgh. They were just on the outskirts last week, and they're that back in. Cincinnati, after that big loss, they dropped a lot. That was a big loss for them. But they're still in the top 25. Miami and Oregon down here at the bottom. Oregon didn't play. That's why they dropped. and then Miami got a big stinker. And I'm pretty sure they
I
lost
hate it for Miami. They were rolling too.
Yep, yep. Memphis makes it in this week, but and then you'll see, as you can see, I'm starting to do more cutoffs by the end of the season. It'll be pretty much just the top 25.
Yeah.
So now I'm down to the top 35. So Houston drops out after they lose. South Florida didn't play, so they went down. TCU didn't play. Iowa didn't play. SMU got back into the race,
right
into the top 25 with their win. Yep. Washington didn't play, so they dropped. North Texas, after that win over Navy, jumps in. They're not going to get too high. At this point, it's just strength of schedule for the group of 5. They don't play great teams, right? So it's really hard to get points. Missouri dropped down. They didn't play. Nebraska, they lost, so they went down. Then Illinois, with a comeback win, they're barely hanging on.
Looks like the team that dropped the most in your point system is Miami, which they should. And it's because they're playing quality teams. So yeah, it's rough. It's rough for them. Yep.
So and then here's a quick look at the group of 5.
Starting to be a log jam here.
Yep. So let me go this right here. I'm going to start cutting this off here soon. Some of these don't have any chance, like Boise State, pretty much down here and below. So I put in green are the main ones to look at.
Right
here. So you got Memphis. No, sorry, I'm trying to make this as good as
you're good. You're good.
Memphis at the top right now. I think percentage-wise, Florida still has the best chance. I think it's because of their wins. But Memphis should be able to eat that. And then if Memphis wins out, they're in. There's no question about it. So as you can see, most of these teams, or 3 of these teams, are in the AAC. Of course, Tulane's right there on the outside. So AAC is probably going to get that group of 5. But you got San Diego State from Mountain West is climbing up the ranks. JMU is climbing up the ranks as well from the Sun Belt. I don't think they have the quality wins. They're 1 loss.
Is that James Marshall? Is that who that
James
is?
Madison.
James Madison. I'm sorry.
So yeah, they kind of have an outside chance to get, but they have a chance. So going to keep them in there. Of course, the ones that dropped big time: Tulane lost, Hawaii lost. That's a 6-3, not 6-2. Navy with their loss. Boise State's basically out of it. Troy's not going to have the schedule to do it. Western Kentucky, same. So it's basically these 5. I would say more 4. San Diego's not really in the radar quite yet, but they're climbing as well. So there's that. And then the last thing I wanted to show, and then I'll be done. These are the last. Gosh darn it!
It's all right, man. You're good.
There we go. So these are we have 4 undefeated teams left.
Yeah.
And so what I did was I put up their toughest matches left. And I would say the biggest percentage chance has got to be Indiana. I believe they got Wisconsin and I think Purdue outside of Penn State next week. So that I think Indiana has the best chance to get undefeated into the playoffs. Ohio State doesn't have a lot of opponents left except for the last week, which we all know about that one.
Yeah, it's a big rivalry
for them. Is in Michigan. Same thing with Texas A&M. Their last game of the season is Texas, so that's a big game for them. And then next weekend, we discussed it earlier, is BYU at Texas State. But BYU also has Cincinnati on the schedule. So, but I think Texas Tech is their biggest.
Texas Tech is going to be their toughest rival. Yep.
Texas Tech is going to start their, Texas A&M is going to start their slide this week.
Yeah, it's coming. They always do. It's just that's what they do. They come out like gangbusters and then they start losing late. So if they don't, then more power to them. But he's right. That's the way they usually go. So. Yep.
That is college football. We're gonna get. By the way, we're gonna get our first official rankings this Tuesday on the channel that I can't watch anymore. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh, it'll be all over the news. We'll find out.
It will. Yeah. What I like about their announcement shows is they do the rankings first when they do these little specials, and then they talk about it.
Then they talk about it. Yep.
They don't wait till the end of the show to drop it. No, they announce them first, and then they go from there.
Well, thank you very much for that report, buddy boy. I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't get to see anything yesterday, so it's good to see.
Yeah, we're gonna start
real quick. Gridiron Master said it's the season for second chances. Why not give Les Miles a call? I'll tell you this much: if you want to see the running game return to LSU, call Les Miles. He was the father of the 4 yards in a cloud of dust ground pound offense they used to run. Matter of fact, that's why Joe Burrow looked so shitty his first season with them. And because they were still using that offense, and it didn't tailor him. So Coach Ogeron, to his credit, went out and got a bunch of people to run the offense he ran in high school, and they won a national championship. So, yeah, it's true. But Les Miles, I don't know. I think there was some shenanigans going on when he was the coach there. So, don't know if that might be frowned upon a little bit with him coming back. But Ogeron, they take him back in 2 seconds, and I really believe Nick Saban would be welcomed back into the house in 2 seconds. But I don't think he's going to coach anywhere. I think he's enjoying himself on college game day. So,
Well,
yeah.
didn't Coach O have some interesting stuff happen near the end of his tenure?
Yeah, he did. But
Like
both him and Miles both did. Yeah.
That?
But, yeah. So
Saban's getting paid too much by Airbnb.
right.
And
This is
Affleck.
not a spa. No fun of any kind.
He's hanging out with
Right.
Dion and Affleck and the Ducks.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, he's making a lot of money. He don't need it. He needs to prove anything, right? How many championships did he
At
win
this
with
point,
Alabama?
he would only really come back for just the love of the game.
I would think the only reason why he'd come back to anything is for the NFL, just to try and win a Super Bowl. That's the
Yeah.
only thing he hasn't done. So, I don't think he's coming back to college football ever. But anyway, all right. Thanks for that. Appreciate it, Knock. Always good to know what's going on in the minor leagues of the NFL, my favorite sport. So let's see what's going on with the NFL. First of all, we have to talk about this. Oh, my God. My wife's poor Dolphins. They fired their GM shortly after this game.
The next day.
The next
Yep.
day, they fired him.
Surprised the coach wasn't gone, but he must have lucky capri pants.
Well, I don't think you help the franchise by firing the coach in the middle of the season myself. I don't think that's a good move. I think you'd make that change in the offseason, especially. I think the main reason why they fired the GM is they've been getting calls about players and stuff like that, and there's guys they could move and stuff, to get draft picks to try and improve this team, and this guy hasn't been fielding them. So I think that's the main reason why he got let go.
We could have got what for Waddle?
Right? We could have. Yeah, exactly. And that's not the guy they want to move. I think there's other people that people have been calling about.
I don't know if they want to move it, but it's one of the ones that's being talked about.
You understand? Yes, absolutely. They could get some value out of him, but
They could probably get a lot for Kraft.
right? Yeah. So anyway,
The tight end.
well, Kraft's
Yeah.
with Green Bay.
Green Bay?
He's
Oh,
not with
I thought he
Miami.
was. I thought he was Miami.
No.
Who's the Miami?
You're talking about Warner. You're talking
Warner,
about
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's been coming on here lately, Warner.
You're talking about Waller.
Is that his name? Waller? Okay.
Waller.
Waller's out. He's on IR.
I think it's
Well, I mean, that's the only tight end that's on the team of any note. So
Well, anyway,
I don't know why.
they've got a backup that's been playing pretty good the last few weeks.
yeah, Green Bay's never going to get rid of Kraft.
No, they're
No.
not going to get rid of Kraft. Not after what he did. Oh, my God. Ugh.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about that. That ball should have been intercepted. That's all I can say. It hung up too long. Look, okay.
And
Since you brought it up, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Every time I watch the Packers, they're making plays that shouldn't be made.
can't keep getting away with
You
this.
can't keep getting away with this. It's stupid, man. I'm like, God, would you just play your role, play defense? My
I mean,
God.
I feel like that was Joe Flacco in a Super Bowl run. Just
Right?
tossing up and it'll be
Right?
tough. That was his playoff run. Like it was ridiculous.
God, man, it just irks me, Anyway, we watched this game. I watched the second half of it. I didn't see the first half of it, but it was obvious that the Dolphins couldn't do anything in the red zone. And I heard somebody talking about this week, and I think, after watching him for a few years now, it's true. Look, when everything's pristine and clean, kind of like Peyton Manning back in the day, when everything's pristine and clean, he'll shred you. But Tua cannot handle off-script shit. He cannot do it. If his first look is not there, they are screwed. He cannot get it done. He just, I don't know if he can't process it or what, but he just does not look good when things
Can't
break
see
down at all.
What he needs to do is wear an eye patch. I mean, look what he did with one eye last week.
Right? What the hell, man? But anyway, The one play everybody's talking about is that fade pass with the, and they had the running back in the slot down around the goal line. He just let it fly. He didn't really. You got to wait a beat and see what's going on with it, man. You might have to go to somebody else, and it has to be scripted for him to do right.
That was in the red zone on fourth down and in the end of the second half.
Yeah, exactly.
The one they threw the
one that looked like he threw it to nobody, right?
It was like a Russell Wilson throw, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, it was a fade. He was throwing it to the pylon. He was expecting the guy to get off the block and get upfield, but the guy couldn't get off the block. And you've got to wait to see what's going to happen with that. You got to hold it a beat.
They also mentioned the wide receiver's like 5'9", and the defender was like
it
6'5".
wasn't a wide receiver; it was a running back.
Was it a running back?
Yeah, it was
Achane.
Oh. Yes.
What's he doing throwing a fade to Achane?
Well, anyway, look. Long story short, when things get when they get shoved around, it's not going to happen. The only way they win games is if they're just clicking and everything's in a flow. And that's the way Peyton Manning was. He wanted everything fucking pristine or it just didn't work right. On the other hand, it took Mr. Jackson about a quarter and a half to get the rust knocked off, and he did, and he blew him up. They're looking like the Baltimore Ravens we expected to see. Like the Baltimore Ravens we saw against Buffalo, who destroyed them for 3.5 quarters, right? Miami, things are bad this year. Yes, I think Mike McDaniel's going to be out the door, but I believe you play it out with him and see what you have in all your players and stuff and just start the rebuild next year with a new GM. I mean, you can't fire him right now. The friggin'... Not till after the trade deadline. And really, I think you're just causing division that's going to sour everybody, including Waddle if you want to keep him on that franchise. So just keep going with Mike McDaniel until the end of the year and then make your changes and get rolling with it. Anything else you guys want to say about this game?
Yes.
Okay.
One, Baltimore is on a return to the playoffs right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Steelers.
Nobody has stepped up in their division. It's theirs to take. Yeah.
So, and then the other one was the ridiculously bad reffing call that was put on Achane. I believe it was Gordon, Ollie Gordon. The tripping call that was a bullshit.
Oh yeah.
I was watching that a little bit this morning too with the Mooch.
You mean the one he got injured on and couldn't come back to the game? Yeah.
I don't remember him getting injured on that.
No,
one.
It wasn't. He didn't get injured.
It was
like him and the coach. Him and the coach were getting into it on the sideline because the coach was giving him shit over it, and Gordon's like, "I didn't do anything."
Yeah, no, the announcers are calling it wrong. They called in their specialists, and they called it wrong. They just had another conversation with one of the officiating, one of those New York guys,
right?
This morning when I was watching it, and they said, "Yeah, that was a bad call. It was not tripping at all." But they couldn't call it back because it was not reviewable because the guy jumping over him hit his thigh.
Yeah,
happened to hit his thigh as because he slipped. He didn't trip, but he slipped.
Yeah.
But that was enough to call tripping, and it was just and that took away a huge pass to Waddle early in this game.
Yes, it did.
Momentum. You wanted to talk about momentum. You love talking about momentum.
I
that
do.
Was the momentum killer.
And it's a fact. Yes, I do remember that. Yes,
because they would have been in the red zone, and they would have had it. They probably wouldn't have scored, knowing Tua, but they would have had a chance.
Yeah, they saying you got a chance. That's all I need is a window. But yeah, man. Look, I saw that play and I was like, oh my God, you got to be
kidding me. How there's still plays that are not reviewable is beyond me.
That's a fact. The worst one of the weekend was the one in the Giants game against Philly. The fucking tush push that was a turnover, and every replay shows that they did not blow the whistle, but they're calling forward momentum. Bullshit. Yeah, if they can do that, you should be able to take the fucking ball away.
I was surprised they didn't talk about that one this morning because they also mentioned the one you saw, the Bucks and the Saints. Remember the fumble that went for a touchdown? They talked about that one.
Yeah.
And they couldn't, on replay, even though they determined that he got the fumble, they couldn't give the Buccaneers a touchdown because it was ruled down. And it was ruled down by the ref on the other side of the field
that couldn't see it.
Couldn't even see it. Like, how is that? Like, how is that not reviewable when you give them the touchdown or give them the yardage, the game?
I think we ought to be checking to see if the refs are betting on the game.
Right?
I don't know all that, but I'm not going to cast aspersions like that. But
right,
it's
that's tinfoil.
How is it not reviewable? This should be reviewable. It's insane.
Okay, I don't know if you guys watch the Rich Eisen show, but he's got a producer, the bald guy. I can't remember his name.
Tom Holland.
His first name. Yeah, right. Tom Holland. It's the answer for everything, isn't it? But he was saying, why aren't we making everything? What do they call it? Assisted, video assisted, or something like that. Why aren't we making everything? Why can't they make a call on anything to tell the ref, hey, you fucked this up? Why aren't they doing that?
It's been proven. I watched it when I was doing that first year of the UFL, and it was awesome. You were with them in the back. You saw the discussion. They had 10 screens in front of them with every single fucking angle, and you could see how they made that decision. That should be it. We should not have these questionable things anymore.
Here's the argument against it, and I understand it. If a game's not a national game, it doesn't have as many angles. But I think if it's still clear and obvious from the angles that you do have, that they should be able to call them and go, look, guys, you fucked this up, fix it.
Especially in the NFL, we can afford more cameras. That shouldn't be an excuse in the NFL.
Yeah, it's dumb.
And why aren't the balls chipped for placement purposes?
I don't know. I don't like the chip for the placement purposes. I don't like the chip for the placement purposes anyway. I don't like that at all because it's all subjective. It's all the referee's eye. The placement of the ball is the referee's eye. That's all there is to it. I mean, if you want it to take 5 years on every call, go ahead and use camera angles and that chip to place the ball every time. Trust me, it's going to take 30 seconds to a minute every time. So, I'm not down with the chip and the fucking ball thing. I'm okay with them placing the ball by their naked eye. I think they do a good enough job at that, and they can use video to correct it.
Do it in the fourth quarter when it matters. Take the time in the fourth quarter. You need to get it right.
Yeah. Well, anyway, look, we could talk about this forever. We could do a whole show on the reffing, but there was a couple of clear 2 or 3 last week that were just horrible. And the Miami game one with the tripping call had a horrible one too. And like Knox said, I saw one in the Saints-Bucks game that was horrible. They kept taking touchdowns away from 31. He was killing them. I don't even know why they were throwing the ball in his direction, man. It was ridiculous. He kept getting turnovers. And the poor fucking Giants, man, they actually got a fucking fumble on a fucking tush push, and to no avail. Forward progress. My ass. Whatever. Oh,
Tush needs to be banned.
I don't know that it needs to be banned, but it needs to be reffed better. That's all I know.
I don't understand the,
If you're going to let them have leverage on offense, you got to let them have leverage on defense and special teams.
Yep.
You don't let them do it on special teams for player safety, then take it away on offense for player safety. It's that simple.
Yep.
That simple. Okay.
People fuck up their necks on that play, man. The defense.
They do. They get fucked up.
They're always going at an angle, and then their neck gets freaking mushed to the side.
All right. First game today, boys and girls. The Chicago Bears versus the Cincinnati Bengals.
This is a tough one.
Is a tough one to pick. I took Cincinnati because I err towards the home team. The other reason why I took them is here's another guy that when he's on script, Caleb Williams plays well on script. But once you get out of that first 15 and he has to fucking improvise, unlike Tua, who pulls the trigger too soon, or doesn't think before he acts, this guy thinks he can hang on to the ball for 3 years. And every play he's going to be able to do something. And that's why even the shitty Bengals defense is going to be able to stop this guy a few times, I think. And Joe Flacco, look, you say what you want about the old man, they're scoring points. They lost 38-39 last week, okay? So I think they'll put up enough points to beat Chicago. Knock, what do you think of this one, bud?
Man, this is dice cam for me, but The only reason I'm not picking the Bengals is because of Flacco being questionable. He's playing, but he's hurt.
Okay.
So and he can't run, so he never did.
He's never been able to run.
So I mean, he's a statue back there. So
what game was that 2 weeks ago when he ran though? That was a beautiful thing. You remember what I'm talking about?
That was the Steelers game, probably.
Yeah, it was the Steelers game. He did it because nobody was in front of him, and he saw a clear first down, so he went ahead and lumbered his way to it.
And I agree with everything you say about the Bears or Caleb Williams. It's just I think the defense can cover up for the most part. They just got to get the Flacco. If you get the Flacco, you can prevent him from being that. That's always a cover up for the secondary, right? Is the defensive line getting the quarterback. If they could do that, I think they can put up enough points to stay ahead of the Bengals. But at the same time, Flacco could just go off on this defense and have a great day. And I get a bunch
if they
of
go
wins.
with a short passing game, these guys are fucked.
Yeah. So
all you have to do is get it to Higgins, get it to Chase. Yeah. They're going to make shit happen. Yeah. I mean, Yeah.
This is a tough one. I'm still I'll let you know before the end of the show because I might flip back and forth. This is
okay. All right. I've got you down for Chicago, but
right
I'll
now it's the
for you
Bears.
if you
Yeah,
want.
unless I say otherwise. Right now it's the Bears. I don't know. I just don't know.
Their running back's doing well. By the way,
Bengals defense.
The ex-Lion is doing well for them. He really is. Swift is doing good.
Sucks so bad, but I think is Swift hurt for the Bears? They're running back.
I don't know. You'd have to look it up for me real quick.
So it's like There's so many unknown factors in this one, but the Bengals defense really sucks. So
yeah, it does. It's horrible. John, what's your thoughts?
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm going with Bengals, and this is why. First of all, you know my feeling about Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Yes.
Crybaby's probably one of the biggest overrated quarterbacks till.
You can't deny the kid's got talent. He just doesn't have it between the years.
Keep in mind, unless I'm mistaken, John hasn't picked him once.
No,
this year. So that's 0-4, or that's 3-4 in picks against Caleb Williams. I just want to point that out. That's all.
All right, go ahead, John. Sorry about that.
So I'm gonna go with the Bengals. Like I said, I don't trust Caleb Williams to do it, and Flacco's got two of the best, probably one of the best wide receiver duos in the league.
Yeah.
So. And he still can. He proved with the Grandpa Bowl he could still throw.
Shit, he proved last week he can still throw.
So, yeah.
You kidding me? 38 points, you should win. That looked like the Saints before Greg Williams got to the Saints. Okay, I'm sorry.
My only concern is that he's hurt. That's my only concern.
Yeah, and
then you put Browning back in there, they're done.
Oh, they're done if he's there. Yeah, no doubt. If the Bears, you're right, Knock. If the Bears get to him and knock him out of the game, they're in trouble.
And you're talking about one of the best teams at punching the ball.
This is true. They learned how to do it from Peanut. Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if Peanut was still there coaching in some way, shape, or form.
I mean, this could be a 10-7 game.
Could be. You never know. It's crazy, but I just don't think so. So if Flacco's gonna play, they say he's questionable, but if he steps out there, which Flacco's a tough guy, he likes to show off how tough he is. So I think he's gonna play. Then they're in trouble, man. They're in trouble. Okay, next up. This really looked like a better battle last year. This year we got J.J. McCarthy, Vikings coming off the bye, him coming off an injury, rust, all that good stuff. Vikings have a decent defense, but with their lack of offense, they're starting to fold. I think Detroit runs away with this today. John, what are your thoughts on this one?
I'm going with the Lions. They're too good of a team to lose to the Vikings, who looked good on paper initially, but then things have fallen apart. Injuries, it just snowballed from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Ron, what do you think?
Well, I think you're living in the past with the Vikings defense. They are not as good as they used to be after watching them.
I said they're folding under the pressure of no offense.
No, see, and I'm saying that they suck even when the offense doesn't do anything. I mentioned it before where they gave up 21 points in the first quarter and a half.
Right.
That's not folding. That's not doing your job.
Right.
And so to me, I don't think their defense is nearly as good as it used to be. The offense could be really good, but you just mentioned JJ coming back from an injury, probably going to be some rust, and you're going against one of the best teams in the league. So, Lions 100%.
Okay. Next up, they can't keep getting away with this. They can't keep getting away with this. Carolina Panthers, 4-4, 500 record. Not expected after one half of football for the Carolina Panthers. We thought maybe they were going to suck. The defense is good. Their running game is good. I don't know. Is Bryce Young playing or
he's doing okay?
Is he playing though? Because we were subjected to the awfulness that is Andy Dalton last week.
Yeah, I haven't looked up to see if he's playing or not.
Okay, we need to look that up and find out. But I picked the fucking Packers because, and look, I don't hate this franchise. I just don't like its current iteration because I think Love is
he's good to go.
How do I say this? He's serviceable, but he is really benefiting from a great bunch of skill players he's got on that fucking football team. Those wide receivers are really, really good. And Kraft is the breakout star of the year at tight end, if you ask me. The guy is phenomenal. He's playing way, way above his pay grade.
Bryce Young's back.
Bryce Young is back for the Panthers. Okay.
He was off the
I give him
list.
a better chance, but going into Lambeau is hard to do for anybody. I took Green Bay in this one. Either one of you guys giving the Panthers a chance to win this?
Nope.
No for John.
Well, there's always a chance, but
we understand that. I'm just saying, are you willing to make a case where they can do this?
Yes.
Okay, go, Ron.
I'm not picking the Panthers because I think the Packers defense will be the ones that actually determine this one.
Right. Yeah.
Green Bay Packers offense, while it's when your tight end is doing the best, that means there's problem in other areas. Mm-hmm. Namely for them the run game.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs is good.
If they have a weakness on offense, that's it. Yeah.
And I think when you have to put all that on Love, it's not a good thing.
No.
Personally. We've seen it a few times where they come up against a good defense, and I think the Panthers have a really good defense.
Hey, Brian, good to see you, man. Good to see you. This is not his sport. He's just supporting. It's good to see you, buddy. Go ahead.
I think that you get Young back, you got the running back, Dodal, who's doing crazy good. Mm-hmm. And then you have if you can rely on the run game against a good defense, it's a good thing, right? That helps your team take pressure off their quarterback, which is nothing but good if they can run. And then if the defense can contain Kraft, I don't think the wide receivers are world beaters. They can make some plays, but then I don't think they're world beaters. So at times the Packers offense has been kind of inept.
Yeah.
So I think the Panthers can take advantage of it.
I'm telling you, that huge play that Kraft had last week, I was just, how did you not pick that off?
And that's
he
where
left
I think
that ball up in the air for half an hour.
Yeah. I think the Panthers could take advantage. We'll see. So I'm not giving the Packers a 97% chance that they're getting on ESPN, or at least 97% picked them.
Right.
But I do think I wouldn't be surprised at the Panthers trap game.
Right. Yeah. Hey, look, we've seen them. They've done it to a couple of teams before this year, right? They did it to the Buffalo Bills, who were on a roll.
Yep.
So, they can do it. I'd love to see it. I'll be pulling for the Panthers today, but
I'll definitely be watching this one with great interest.
Well, the thing is, with Bryce Young just coming off injury, he's going to be rusty.
It's only 1 week.
Yeah, it's only 1 week he was out.
That's true.
So,
it's just
The thing is,
it's not like McCarthy, who's been out for 6? I think?
Forever.
Yeah.
Or even Jackson, who was out for a month.
Well, McCarthy's different. McCarthy has never really had enough time to be. He's an unknown quality still in the NFL because he hasn't played enough.
And I think they should be starting him. Don't get what I'm saying wrong. I think he needs to start every game he's healthy, because that's how you get experience.
Is as affected by that after only missing 1 week. That's
right.
Yeah, but he's got to deal with Micah Parsons that he could get re-injured real easily.
Yeah. But he also can move away from him too.
That's true.
That's an aspect of his game that a lot of guys.
Then if they can get the run game going, you don't have to worry about him as much. So
that's
true. Micah Parsons is not as big on the run as he.
Look, I see every Dallas game. That's my region of the country. And look, you want to take Micah Parsons out of a football game? Run right at him. He will go upfield and watch your running back go right past him. Mm-hmm. He is good at one thing, killing quarterbacks. That's what he's good at. Okay. And Jerry Jones was not wrong about that. Absolutely not. Okay, so next up, one that's very important to the Knoxter.
Get this one out of the early.
We gotta get this team on a roll. I mean, the Houston Texans, they're too up and down to me. They're too scatterbrained, and Stroud is another one like Love to me that is just too up and down, too helter-skelter. You know, I'm not a believer in that guy. I'm a believer in the coaching staff. They do really good stuff. They've got great skill position players, but they're too up and down, this team is. On the other hand, the Denver Broncos, 6-2, coming in off a big win last week. Big, huge win. Who was it that you beat the shit out of last week? Who was that? I forget.
That was the Cowboys.
Raiders.
The Cowboys.
Cowboys.
And they did it in spectacular fashion. You know, we talked about how the Cowboys have the number one offense. Well, guess what? I picked your Broncos because of that defense, and they showed up last week. And I think they're going to do the same thing this week.
They were holding on for dear life, I can tell you that much. But they did a great job, especially when Surtain went out early. And he's going to be out for a month or so, a month and a half.
But you know what? You can scheme to take care of that.
Low IR, not the old.
I took the Denver Broncos in this one. I think that defense is going to continue to get better, and they don't need to. They're the number one defense in the NFL for a reason. They play well. I love you, boy, Zach Allen in the middle. I think he's awesome. He's a prototypical defensive tackle, if you ask me. And, I'm going with your Broncos. John, how do you like your rival in this one? Do you think Houston is going to beat them? What's up?
Well, there are two teams that worry me on our schedule. Mm-hmm. One is Buffalo, but I think we've got Buffalo handled because they're not quite the team they used to be.
It's a regular season. Don't catch your chickens before they
happen. I know. We'll get to that. We'll get that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
You brought them up.
Yep. You brought it up, bro. Anyway,
the other one is the Denver Broncos because their defense is so stout.
Yeah,
and I don't think the Houston Texans have enough consistency to handle Denver's even with Surtain out. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to pick the Broncos.
All right.
See, it's not always hate.
Look at that. He didn't hate on your team, Knock. Knock, tell us your concerns with the Houston Texans in this one. Do you have any?
Yeah, always with this offense. Listen, last week was awesome to see, finally. 4 quarters of the game. But can we consistently do that? That's the question. That's my worry. Texans have been playing better. Ever since that Ravens game where they destroyed the Ravens, and we all know why. Yeah. But since then, they've been playing really good football. Nico Collins is scary. Mm-hmm. So can we get to Stroud? And I think we can, but he can run. So that's the scary. He can escape the pocket, and we're susceptible to that. So it's going to be, honestly, it's our offense. Can our offense still score? That's going to be the only question. I think our defense will be able to do what they can. They'll get us. They'll stop drives. They'll give us opportunities. But can the offense keep going? That's going to be the only real question for me. Okay. But I think so. So I'm going to go with the Broncos.
Right. I got to tell you, man. The one thing I saw, and it's the first time I watched Nix all year. I watched him last year, and he looked good. But he needs to, kind of like Tua, he needs to take a beat. Don't be so quick to pull that trigger, man. To see what's developing, because I see guys running wide open that he misses, and he's not, not seeing it. But that's any young quarterback. It's only his second year. He's going to get better. He looked great in the second half of that game. My God, man, it was awesome.
And we're getting Evan Ingram more involved too. I think
yes,
the more he gets
and
healthy,
that needs to continue to happen.
Yeah,
yes.
I think if he can rely on him more and more. On third downs, he's always looking his way and stuff like that. And
that's a chemistry issue. I mean, he's got to develop trust.
I think that's just going to get better and better as the season goes on, and they're going to need that guy.
All right.
Wish Sutton would get the ball more, though.
Next up, we're all on board with the Broncos. Please, Broncos, don't let him down. Please. He's like my brother when it comes to LSU. He just
And it's going to be the
not
first
good
game,
with
so I'm not even going to be paying attention to these other games.
That's it. Well, I will be.
I'm going to try.
The biggest
I'm gonna
game of
have
the
them
day
on,
is in the second
but-
window, and everybody's going to be watching it. John knows exactly what I'm talking about.
The only game in that window for
The-
CBS.
The 3-4 Atlanta Falcons head into
I was
face. I mean, I was looking at the standings the other day, and I said, "Holy shit! Am I living in the aughts?" It looks like the Brady Manning years in the AFC all of a sudden. You know, the Indianapolis Colts are the 1 seed, and the Patriots aren't far behind. I mean, wow, what the hell is going on here? And I love seeing it. You know, my father's a big Patriots fan, and my family on that side is from that part of the country. Well, actually both, because my mother's from Maine, so everybody in my family's Patriots fans. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to watch them this year. Atlanta, wow, what a disappointment! They may be the most inept, talented football team on the planet. I mean, they have got great players on both sides of the ball. They really do.
I think it's their coaching.
Yeah, that's what
At
I'm
this point,
thinking
it's
too.
kind of got to have to be that. Yeah,
I think
it's-
Raheem Morris is not the guy here.
Yeah.
But it doesn't help that Penix has been out. I don't know if he's playing today.
he's
Are
in.
they-
Him and Drake London are back.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they have a chance then. I think
Yeah,
they,
apparently Kirk Cousins sucks all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins does suck all of a sudden. I'm sorry. He is horrible.
Or he's not trying. Either one or the other.
Who knows?
He's
But
paid. He got paid. He
that's all that matters. He got his bag, right? Look, I think they're too helter-skelter. I think they're going into a New England environment that is enjoying winning again, and I think they pull it off today. Knock, what do you think of this one?
I agree. Yeah, I was definitely slow coming around to the Patriots, but they've been playing great on offense. I always thought they were a boring ass team, and last year they definitely were. But this year they Stephon Diggs, that connection with May. What did I hear? May has the highest percentage in the history of New England ever.
Yeah, it's better than Brady's. Yep.
Yeah,
Crazy.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
That is crazy.
Especially after that was the 2016 team
Mm-hmm.
season. Like that's insane. So I got it. Yeah, I'm starting to become a believer of the Patriots, and then all they got to do is stop the run, and I don't think Penix can beat this defense. So it does help that Drake London's back for sure,
Yeah.
but we all know that they're going to ignore Pitts.
Why I don't know.
Why? Yeah, well, that's a mystery that it's the Bermuda Triangle. We'll never figure it
The
out.
next team that gets Pitts when he leaves Atlanta, and he's going to leave Atlanta, is going to have a gem and just light it up with him. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane. So unfortunately, I agree with you. Falcons are too helter skelter, and I'm going Patriots.
Yeah. What do you think, John?
On paper, the Falcons look this year like
They look great getting off the bus, don't they?
Yeah, they look like a contender. They had all the pieces they needed. That's what I said last year. All they need to do is gel.
Oh, you talk about the Eagles' dream team
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There it is.
from a decade ago or whatever it was. Yeah, the dream
Yeah,
team.
they had all the pieces, but I think it's the coaching. And I have been on the Drake May bandwagon for quite a while.
Wow. Okay.
So Drake May is just,
I don't think
I don't
people
know.
give him enough credit for that game
I
in
don't.
Buffalo. I really don't. They kept letting him get out of the pocket, and he out Josh Allen in that game. So, until people start taking him seriously and game plan against him, then they're going to keep getting shredded.
Patriots get a couple more pieces, and they're going to be really scary.
Yeah,
If they get Kyle Pitts, no I'm kidding.
Yeah, if they get Kyle Pitts, seriously,
Maybe right
I'm
after
not-
this game, I think that'd be the greatest thing if Kyle Pitts is talking to them
Gets
at this
traded.
game and like, hey, get me
right
tomorrow.
before the deadline. When's the
Get me-
deadline? Tuesday? Is it
Tuesday or
Tuesday?
Wednesday? Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Tuesday.
going to be talking to somebody.
Right.
Somebody's
Get
going to be
me
talking
outta
to
here.
Pitts tomorrow. And he's going to be like, you guys pull me over. I'm 100% in. That would be the funniest thing ever.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's like they cut the
But
deal
Patriots
right
don't
at the
have
end of the
a-
game. But yeah,
Patriots,
I'm definitely going
uh,
Patriots.
okay.
Patriots tight-ends aren't that bad. Hunter Henry and
Yeah,
I forget
an
the
aging
other
Hunter
one.
Henry, which isn't bad. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's reliable. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, we've got that team that stays hurt and keeps on winning. They kind of folded under the pressure last week, though. They got beat by, let me see here. I can't remember. I picked them. Yeah, they got beat by Houston, who were at home and had a big day. They should have been beaten for wearing that stupid ass H on. I hate that logo they have when they wear that H. It's just so stupid. If you want to do something that looks like a throwback, well, they can't do that. They can't wear the Oilers stuff because that's Tennessee's.
Yeah.
So, which I think is stupid. They should let them keep that. But anyway, we got San Francisco, who's beat up, going into New York to play the Giants. Now, if Scadaboo was playing, I probably would have picked the Giants in this one. But I'm not, because all they have to do is concentrate on that quarterback, and I think they can scheme that, and I think they're going to take care of business. And I believe the San Francisco 49ers will pull this one out this week. John, what do you think of this one?
Well, they lost half the Bash brothers.
Yeah.
So Giants are 2-6 for a reason. They if Scadaboo wouldn't had gotten his leg reversed,
His ankle.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was just
Nasty.
It was. It looked worse than.
And I believe it was my brother that said on this very show, he's his playing style, he's apt to get injured eventually.
Yeah, he
So,
is.
Yeah, but nobody
saw that coming though.
No,
we
no.
would have thought it would have been a neck or something like that, but no. Wow.
That's
That was hideous.
tackle from behind, and their feet can't get out from under them, and
Right.
just gets trapped, and you
Yep.
get the full weight of an NFL player on that ankle, and it's just
It looked worse. It looked worse than Hills did.
Yeah, it did. It was
So-
hideous. So who
But,
you got,
yeah,
man?
I got to go with San Francisco. There's not enough talent left on the Giants right now that's healthy to do anything.
And the coaching in San Francisco is good enough that the backup
yeah.
team can beat most teams
Yep.
in the NFL, right?
Yep.
What do you think, Knock? What do you think? of
yeah. There's not going to be a lot of surprise on this show. I think I'm going with you guys. It's not a reach I can do without. God, I can't wait for next year with this offense.
Yeah.
Neighbors back.
They've been fun to watch.
Scadaboo back. Dart. Hopefully they get another. Maybe they get like a Kyle Pitts. Something.
We're going to keep saying it.
Yeah,
Dave.
yeah,
Come
really.
on.
You can fit
Atlanta,
anywhere.
deal him. Come on. We want to see him more.
But I think because and we all love, I know Joe you do, but that front four for the Giants is
They are
awesome.
awesome. They really are. Yeah.
But Mac Jones, he's been taking some hits, but he gets back up.
Guy's tough. You can say what
I know
you want about
Purdy
him. He's
is
tough.
he might dress, but he'll be the emergency third quarterback. Is the rumor? I don't know if that's actually going to happen
So
or
you're
not.
saying
but
there's a chance he might play next week.
yeah, it looks like he's really close. So, but I'm going to go with the 49ers. Though I think they can.
Okay. All right.
Giants are more beat up
49ers.
on offense.
Look, for my own division, I'm pulling for the Giants, but they're too well coached, man. Big game in the AFC.
Speaking
this
of
week.
ugly jerseys,
Yeah, speaking of ugly jerseys, what
the
the
hell?
fuck were those prison uniforms the damn Steelers were wearing last week? They deserved to get beat last week, damn it.
They could have at least wore the bumblebee stripes.
Right? And then we have guys, I have not seen him yet. I don't know if you've seen him yet, but the highlights I'm seeing, my gosh, man. This
Oh yeah, Denny died.
it's almost like we have those seasons where we don't really pay attention to a team because they really haven't done good in the past, and then all of a sudden they're reeling off win after win after win, and before you know it, they're deep into the playoffs. And I think that's what we're looking at here with Indianapolis. That nobody but themselves believed in anything they were doing at the beginning of the year. The only thing we know for sure is that their running back is Hall of Fame quality, and my God, they're knocking it out of the park, man. They're not beating teams; they're beating the shit out of teams, and
Yep.
it's fun to watch. It really is. I hate the Colts really because of the Peyton Manning and New England days, but I'm actually pulling for this team, dude. I'm enjoying watching what they're doing, man. Just to see a guy like a Jim Plunkett that was drafted by the New England Patriots, Heisman Trophy winner, never did anything for him, goes to the Raiders and wins 2 Super Bowls. I mean, it's great to see a guy that's been so beat up in the media and stuff for how bad his play is, all of a sudden, was it the Giants organization? Was it the coaching staff that made him that bad? Was that what it was? Because, wow, he's playing out of his mind, and he's got a good team around him, and he's not being asked to do everything. And I think they keep rolling today. I think it's more frustration for Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think they have – the problem with the Steelers is they have no running game, and because of that, their defense is wilting, and Aaron Rodgers is being asked to do too much. Yes, he's phenomenal, or at least he was. He's an aging quarterback that is a game manager now, and if you're going to do that, you have to be able to run the football, and they just can't. So I think they get beat on their own field today, I think. Knock, what do you think of this one?
Yeah, if you don't mind putting up what I shared
Sure,
real
absolutely.
quick, we could check out those awesome jerseys
Oh, my God.
that came out. Yeah. Aren't
Did
they
everybody
great?
run out and get that $129
Yeah.
Watt
Yeah.
jersey?
Yeah,
100,
yeah, right.
$174.
$174 Watt jersey?
For the limited sewn down jersey.
Oh, yeah, let's get it. What is
So.
this, the picket fence?
Yeah, right. So
Oh,
I just wanted to show that
jersey.
real quick.
horrible. It was
That's
horrible.
what they wore in 1933.
What was worse is the yellow helmets. Okay, I hate the yellow helmets. They're just stupid looking.
I don't think anything's worse than the Broncos mustard brown fucking uniform.
You know what?
I don't
pisses
know.
me-
Where's
I'll tell you the worst uniform decision, and it just irked me every time I was watching it. Last week when the Green Bay Packers wore all whites, including a white helmet, which is dumb. Why wouldn't they have sense enough? They've got 2 green stripes and a yellow stripe. On the pants, 2 green stripes and a yellow stripe. You're too cheap to put a yellow stripe between the 2 green ones on the helmet? You look dumb. You look dumb. Complete the fucking uniform, you dumbasses. Anyway, I digress. Go ahead, Knock. Tell us about this game.
Yeah, I can't stop rolling with Danny Dimes. I've been with him since the beginning.
Dude.
I have no reason to go away.
Is it not fun to watch, man?
It is, and then seeing Taylor just rip it. John, you got to be winning your fantasy football right now. Because you have Taylor, don't you?
He's got Jonathan Taylor on his team?
I swear to God, if you ever sit him,
I got Danny Dimes. too.
even on his bye week, you shouldn't sit Jonathan Taylor. You still score.
Right? He might score sitting at home on the couch.
No, but yeah, and the Steelers' defense is not as good as it's been. It's actually been. I saw the stats today in the morning show that I think it's their worst defense in some categories ever,
including the run.
I hate it for Tomlin. 'cause he's a
including
really
the
good
run.
coach.
Yeah, so I know John's watching the run defense because that's what dictates Jonathan Taylor's stats. So
Yeah.
Yep.
you know, I think he's going to go off. Danny Dimes. The great thing about Danny Dimes is he's throwing dimes. That's why he has the name. And 2, he's not turning the ball over. That's always killed the Colts.
Yes.
That always.
It's always killed him in his career.
It's always
always
killed
killed
him. Yeah, and you know, one thing that's underrated that isn't been shown this season because he hasn't needed to. Danny Dimes can run.
Yeah.
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 He can run. Like
If things break down, that's the beautiful thing. He's got that in the arsenal. If somebody actually schemes a way to stop Jonathan Taylor, he's going to have the option to do that because they'll have to pass and they'll probably spread him out just so he will have the option to run. So yeah, it's
God,
beautiful.
that team is so like you got Pittman, who I really like. I got him. I always get him in fantasy every year. I don't care who their quarterback is. He's
Yep.
awesome. They got Pierce on the outside as well. They got Warren, the tight end, the rookie tight end. From
That's the guy I
one
was
of those
thinking
guys.
of. Yeah.
And then you got the best running back in the NFL right now in the backfield. Like this team and the defense has been getting some plays. They've been really good. So
Here's a question that's been coming up. Do you think, I mean, we saw the season Saquon had last year, won a Super Bowl and everything. He didn't even get the MVP. Do you think Jonathan Taylor has a crack at it?
That's what I was going to bring up when I got to my turn. Saquon got cheated out of that MVP because they're quarterback biased.
Yeah,
Saquon should have won that MVP last
he
year.
should have.
I had a reason against that.
Go ahead.
So for me, you have to look at the word most valuable player.
Yeah.
Does the Eagles do them because it was against what Josh Allen I think got it right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the most valuable player by definition to me is the player that does the most for your team. Do the Eagles make the playoffs if they don't have Saquon Barkley?
No.
I believe they do.
Yes, they do. They
do
do.
the Bills make the playoffs if they don't have Josh Allen
No.
on that particular team?
No.
That is the difference. That's
No.
it. That's my pure and simple.
Okay.
That's why I believe he got MVP, because it's not about who's the best. Saquon by far is the best NFL player. They don't. I don't know if that's a category. Best offensive player, right? Did he get
Last
did he get
year?
that?
Last year. He's not this year.
That's what I'm referring to. I'm sorry. I'm talking about last year.
Yeah.
So I would say Jonathan Taylor. Now this year, would the Colts be where they are without Jonathan Taylor?
No. And I don't think Danny Dimes would be as effective without it either.
I 100% agree. So I think in this case, Jonathan Taylor's value to the team is more than Saquon's was last year as far as MVP goes. That's my argument. That's all.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, the proof's in the pudding. They went to a Super Bowl without Barkley, and the quarterback stayed like a before. You know what I'm saying? So
that's
Mr. Hurts
my main
got him
argument
to a
for
Super
it.
Bowl. So,
MVP is not about the best player, because that's what the offensive player of the year is.
Right. That's what the running back's always going to get offensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got the Colts, right, John?
Yep, I got the Colts.
Okay.
I'm starting both Danny Dimes and Drake May this week.
As well you should.
Ooh.
What, you can start two quarterbacks? I haven't played fantasy in a long time.
In
It
my
depends.
league.
You starting one of them as the alternate guy? Is that it?
You start two quarterbacks, you get two wide receivers, two
It's
running
not a
backs.
standard league.
Okay, got you. Okay.
I've done one of those before.
Okay.
Basically two of each, and then you've got a wide receiver / tight end flex position.
I've even had some with like offensive players, so you can put anybody in. It's a flex spot with the quarterback option too. So
yeah,
there are some custom leagues. It's all.
I got you. Okay, next up we got the Los Angeles Chargers traveling across the country to play Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans. Do we even need to talk about this one, gentlemen?
Nah.
I'm going to go ahead and mark you both.
I don't
for
even
the
have a
Chargers.
path of victory on this one.
Yeah.
yeah. There's.
You know me. I'm the optimist.
Okay,
I understand.
I'm going to be pulling for the Titans.
Of course you are. Both of you guys are. I know that. Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to go. The Chargers are just.
Yeah.
no.
Look,
Yeah.
guys, and
Even
this
going
isn't
across
even a
the
test
country.
for the Chargers. If they lose this game, then, they have to rethink what they're doing.
And they're tied with the Chiefs. Oof. Or no, the Chiefs are 5-3 now too. Or are they 5-4?
Yeah.
They're both
We're
5-3. Yeah.
5-3. Okay.
Tennessee deserves everything they're getting. Their front office has fucked up the last few years. And
Yeah,
because
no
of
bias
it,
here. No
the
bias.
New England Patriots are doing fantastic. Thank you very much, Tennessee. We appreciate you.
You know, whenever Joe brings up Vrabel, I always have to mention that Vrabel is turning to the dark side when it comes to analytics.
It's true, and I don't like it. But he's
And
doing
when-
it because
and if
he's
his
doing
offense
it
is
because
getting
of
better,
the quarterback he's
which it
got,
is.
man. That's why
Yeah.
he's doing it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I don't like it. No, I don't like it. Next up, we got some of these games are stinkers, boys and
Yeah,
girls.
this is kind of
This
an
one
easy
right here
week.
is another one. I don't think we really need to discuss it too much, other
Yeah.
than the fact that praising Matthew Stafford and what he's able to do week to week as an old man in this league. I don't think Nakua's out for a little bit, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
But this is a good game to have him out, get him some rest, get him healed up. They're starting show. I don't know if you guys know that or not.
Yep,
Here in New
I saw
Orleans, they're starting show, which I think they should. I think they should start him the rest of the year. I mean, take a look at what you got. Here's the thing, and I totally agree with what my brother's been saying. Mickey Loomis has got to go. Why they haven't moved Alvin Kamara yet, I don't understand. His value was so much higher a couple of years ago.
Yeah. No, you're
Why
right there.
haven't they moved him yet? Because,
Maybe
my
he doesn't
gosh.
wanna go.
Yeah, maybe.
Could
be.
Kamara said if they trade him, he retires.
Really?
There you go. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It
now
would
I
have
know.
to be this place he really likes. So
Yeah.
and
So there
that
you
doesn't
go.
exist. So.
But we need to see what Show's got. Need to play him the rest of the year, and see if he can develop. And if anybody can develop him, it's Kellen Moore. That's what he was brought there for, to improve their offense and everything. So, but yeah, they're gonna get decimated in Los Angeles today. It's not even gonna be close. Anything else you guys want to say about this one?
Not really. I haven't watched the Rams a whole lot this season to really get a good vibe. I mean, I've had them on, but I haven't like paid attention to them really. But
Brother, Matthew
But the-
Stafford is the wise old man. He's the
I've been
Yoda
hearing
of
good things
football
about
now.
the defense. So
Dude, that
Yeah.
guy. Oh my
Verse.
God, Verse is awesome. Their pass rush period is awesome, and they've got a new guy in the secondary that's a rookie. That's really these guys are drafting well on
Yeah,
the
they are.
defensive side of the ball.
which is
They
really weird,
are.
right?
Yeah,
the fuck draft team.
yeah, yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Absolutely. But
But they're
look,
not
Matthew
translated?
Stafford they're going to go as he goes, man. And he is look, he's playing like Aaron Rodgers played his second half in Green Bay. If they lose, it's not his fault. He's you can't you how do I say this? There's nothing he hasn't seen. He knows how to pick you apart. He knows exactly where to throw the ball. He throws it on time. And the thing I love about Matthew is he can throw it from every angle, just like Rodgers can. I've seen him throw sidearm to get underneath somebody, just like Patrick Mahomes as well. He's another guy that can throw it from any platform. I just love watching Matthew. I've loved the guy ever since his first year in the league. And
Mahomes
he's
doesn't
just
even
a
need
tough
to
guy.
be on the ground to do that. So
Yeah, right? What the hell, man? But anyway, Matthew's just the grizzled little veteran that you have to beat him up to win a game, because we all know no matter who you are, you hit a quarterback enough, he's going to give it to the other team. But yeah, he's playing out of his mind, bro. It's
the
really
problem
good.
is that defense or that offense runs through Puka.
It does, and they don't
And
have
they don't
Cooper
have him.
anymore.
No.
Which
They
is
don't
kind
have
of strange because he always gets hurt. So
Cooper's up there with us now,
Yeah.
but he's playing second fiddle to a guy that's off the chain right now. So
Yeah, but so that would be their only real chance is if they can get to Matthew Stafford enough to knock him around.
But a lot of the thing a lot of people forget about the Rams, they can run the ball.
Yeah, they can.
They're good at it, and that's what the entire
Kyrie
offense
Williams.
runs through. So, yeah. Okay, next up, we've got oh god, is this dice cam time?
No,
Hey,
no.
no.
I hate to do it, but I've got to pick. I'll get to my pick here in a minute.
No, go ahead, please do.
I got to pick Fabio.
Yep.
Really?
I mean, I hate the Rams, or I hate the Raiders too, like with a passion. But no, it's like,
The team is awful.
yeah,
I know
it's
they're
like-
awful.
How they beat the Patriots in Week 1 makes no sense to me.
Yeah,
No, I don't know either. But
I took them today, guys. I took the Raiders just because they were at home. Because I think losing one of their best weapons on both sides of the ball is really going to affect them. I really think that
Hunter?
Fabio
No,
is
no,
not
no,
the
no,
guy.
No.
All they have to look, man. All
Hunter
they
is
have
not
to do
has
is
not been
load
impactful.
up against their running back. What's his name?
Geno.
Yeah, Etienne.
10.
All they have to do is stop him. You stop the Jaguars.
Yeah.
I think that Geno Smith can score enough. Even though they're both gonna turn the ball over. Both these morons are gonna turn the ball over. It's gonna be a hideous football game, no doubt about it. The better defense is definitely Jacksonville, but I got a
This is why I'm
feeling
gonna
about
pick
this
them.
one. I think the Raiders are gonna pull it off. I do. Go ahead.
There you
Knock.
go. I mean, that you're on an island on that one.
Okay. All right.
There you go. This I don't think we've been different on a lot of these games, but that's definitely one of them.
Yeah, the Raiders, they brought in. I don't know why they did that. It's like, oh, we'll bring in this old because everybody's doing it. They're bringing in the old coaches.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, well, we brought Jim. They brought Jim Hall back for Chargers, and they did well. So let's bring Pete Carroll in. Maybe we can do well. No,
Yeah.
Pete Carroll's too old.
Yeah. I understand where you're coming from. I get it. But I just got a feeling about this one. And you
there's
know
gonna be a
me,
lot of
when it's
pick
50-50, and I do
Yeah.
believe it's 50-50 because Jacksonville's wins are they're not blowing teams out.
The teams they've beaten are terrible.
Yeah, they are. So And this is a terrible football team. You're
Oh, my
right.
God.
There's no reason in the world I should pick the Vegas.
Yeah, they're so
Raiders.
terrible.
But
This
this is my upset pick of the week. I'm picking the Raiders.
By the way, the Chiefs lost to the Jaguars. So.
Yeah, I know. They shouldn't have, but they
I was
did.
setting Joe up for that one.
Speaking of the Chiefs, we've got the Chiefs heading into Buffalo. How come they always play this game in Buffalo? Is it because you guys always play it in Arrowhead in the playoffs?
In the playoffs, yeah.
Well, we went 1 year that we went to their house and spanked them in there 13 seconds. So
Go ahead, John. Go ahead. It's your team. Talk about it.
yeah, this is one of the toughest games we have to play every year.
Yep.
Is Buffalo. Mm-hmm. Except Buffalo isn't hitting on all cylinders right now. And I think we've
Did you see Cook last week?
Yeah, I
was waiting
I
to my
did.
turn to say it.
Go ahead, John.
I think our defense will be able to contain Josh Allen.
That's fine.
Okay.
We got Mike Pennell back.
Nobody knows him.
You will after this game.
Okay. So John's picking Kansas City.
Oh, I'm
He's
always
going
gonna
with
pick
his team.
Kansas City. Yep.
Okay. Knoxter, who you got in this one?
There's only one rule right now for the Bills. Run the damn ball.
Think he's number 4? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Last week proved it. Like last week proved it was a proof of concept. Get the best damn player on your team the ball, and he will destroy you. That's all they got to do, man. Can they run the ball? If Cook touches the ball less than 10 times in the first quarter, it's a loss.
Wait,
Not even close.
10 times in the first quarter?
In the first quarter.
I don't know.
I mean that's what? That's
I'm with you on running him,
a
but
couple series, five carries.
that means he's
series.
touching it 40 times in the game.
Yeah. That's what he did last week. He was close to it.
Well, we don't wanna wear
Either
him out.
catching
Yeah,
it or passing it. So I'm just saying.
Cook's got to deal with this.
Nobody knows
Uh-oh.
what that number is.
Oh, man.
Not the honey badger. That's all I know.
No, it's not the honey badger. Who is that?
Look.
Tell us, the
That's-
uninitiated.
That's Bolton.
Okay.
I still
Former-
don't know who that is.
One of
I only know one player on your defense, and that's Chris Jones.
Chris Jones.
That's the only guy I know.
That's it. And
That's
that Kalopoulos guy or whatever his name is.
Who?
I don't know. It's one of the linemen.
Karloftis.
Karloftis. Yeah, that guy. I've seen him a few times. That's that. No,
That's
just
because you don't pay attention because you don't like the Chiefs.
that's true. I can't deny that. But yeah, it's just.
But it's funny. You don't like the Chiefs and you can't name anybody, but I don't like the Broncos, but I know.
I can't name anybody. I can't name anybody on their defense because nobody
No,
cares
I
about
can't
the
name
Chiefs defense.
anybody on the defense either. I can name plenty of offensive
I can know all
players
my
for the
guys on
Chiefs.
my defense and the offense. So I could do the
Okay,
same thing with my
so
Broncos.
am I
but
hearing correctly? You're taking the Bills?
I'm
in
going
this
with
one?
the Bills at home in the regular season. Run the damn ball. It when you run the ball, Josh Allen makes less mistakes. It's pure and simple. It's all you got to
Yeah.
do. I think
The
this could be a
Chiefs have
shootout.
won, 2 in a row with homeboy back, the wide receiver, Rashid Rice. I think they lose
And-
today simply because of the last thing that Knox said. It's the regular season, and that's the way this matchup goes. Buffalo wins in the regular season. The Chiefs win in the playoffs. If this game was taking place in January, I would pick the Chiefs. Mainly because these two colors would be flipped. They would be playing this game in Arrowhead almost 90% of the time. But even in Buffalo, I would take the Chiefs in January. It is November. I will take the Buffalo Bills.
And unlike John, I'm capable of picking against my team.
I pick against my Seahawks all the time. But I'm not doing it today, boys and girls.
Yeah, not
because
today.
they're on Monday Night Football, and they've got
Sunday night football.
Sunday night.
Sunday Night Football. I'm sorry.
How is this game not flexed down?
They
This game
are.
should not be happening.
Yeah, it shouldn't be happening. You're right.
Should be the Chiefs and
Kansas City
Bills.
and Buffalo,
Absolutely.
because they don't flex until December. They don't flex
Which
until
sucks.
December. They have the best wide receiver in football right now, boys and girls. Jackson Smith and Jigma is knocking it out of the park every week. So much so that Cooper Kupp, people have forgotten his name. I have to admit, I have been wrong about Darnold. He is, of course, I haven't seen him this year. I'm going to watch it today. I'm going to see, but apparently he is playing well. And one of the reasons why he is playing so well is he's got the same thing he had last year. Yeah, this year Minnesota's defense may not be that good, but last year they were really good. And he managed the game like he had a good defense, like he trusted them. And the same thing's happening in Seattle. Seattle, look, it's not the Legion of Boom. What they're doing is, though, they're playing that bend, don't break defense and capitalizing on your mistakes. That's what they're doing. You can rip them up between the 20s, but you better score outside the 20 because once you get inside the red zone, they tighten it up so much that you're either turning the ball over or kicking a field goal. One of the two. They're not allowing teams to score in the red zone. So we all know Washington is not playing as well as they did last year. They've got a lot of players out there beat up, they're hurt, and they've got an aging defense. I love Bobby Wagner, and I'm sure he's going to be shaking a lot of hands on the Seahawks sideline. But, yeah, I think they go down tonight at the hands of the Seahawks. Knock, what do you think of this one, man? What's the word up there in your part of the country?
I mean, I don't pay attention to the Commanders nearly as much since I moved to Sirius Radio, so I don't hear nearly as much. Yeah, I mean, the team is as beat up as any other team. So you're going to – Jaden Daniels, is he back yet? I can't remember.
I believe he wasn't back last week. Mariota was going.
He's back this week.
What'd you say?
He's back this week.
He's back this week.
I think he's back this week as well, but home field advantage doesn't exist here, not really. So I'm going to go with Seahawks. I don't think the Commanders' defense can stop them. At least the way the way the Seahawks have been playing, Darnold and that. But the Scary Terry played one game and now he's out for like most of the season, if not the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think he's out for the season.
Yeah. So this team
is Debo playing?
Yeah,
I thought he was nicked up too.
I believe so. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think Debo's enough to take
until they get a good running game going again. I think they're
which they keep losing all the running backs. So,
yeah, I know.
And then they let Brian Robinson go, which is one of the biggest mistakes. They could do. Yep. I mean, they let the guy get shot, and and they didn't keep him. Like Jesus, okay,
come on now. Protect
so
your players.
I'm going with the Seahawks. I'm probably not going to pay too much attention to this game. I'll have it on. Yeah, but I mean, I think the Seahawks should win this.
I'll be watching every down because I haven't seen them this year. It's all highlights this year, but I'm hyped. My boys are on Sunday Night Football. Yay, John! What do you think of this one?
Well, I think part of the reason why Sam Darnold's doing so well is because you've got a good O-line.
Yep,
and they keep people off of him.
Yep, that's a fact. He hasn't been sacked very much at all this year.
Nope. So
and the fact that here's a rarity. We talk about the Washington Commanders and their running back struggles with injuries and stuff. Walker and Charbonnet are healthy. They have been all season, and
crazy.
It shows.
Say it ain't so. Yep. They can't keep getting away with this.
They can't keep getting away with this, right? Yeah, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Seahawks have got this in hand. I don't think that the Commanders have enough to stop them, even at home, even with their quarterback coming back, Jaden Daniels. I mean, he doesn't have any weapons really to throw it to right now except Debo and double team Debo and
old man Ertz.
Ertz, old man Ertz. Yeah. Who's been dropping things here and there? I got to say, I see the Commanders a few times a year because of the pokes, the cow pokes, and I have seen a few drops out of Ertz this year.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I had a thought, but maybe I'll remember it here in a second. But look, my Seahawks, they usually don't play well when they cross the country, but the Washington Commanders, I think it's lack of skill position players around. I don't think it's Daniels. I think you see the frustration on his face. He's got guys that are dropping the ball on him and stuff. So, okay, the last game of the week is going to be on Monday night, and it's not a very great game, but it could turn into a great game. You never know, because we've got the Arizona Cardinals. I believe they're coming off a bye. I don't think they played last week.
No.
Is Kyler Murray going in this one? I don't know. Can anybody look that up for me and see if he's going? Because we know that Jacoby Brissett threatened his job a couple of weeks ago. They lost, but they kept up with the team they were playing against. I can't remember who that was.
I know Kyler Murray was trending on Twitter earlier.
All right.
So I don't know why.
Yeah, they kept up with San Francisco. Even though they lost the game, they kept up with them with Jacoby Brissett running the offense. So he looked pretty good. But Dallas's offense, I think, has got enough to win this one. I'm picking Dallas in this one. Even if Murray is back.
Kyler Murray will not start.
Will not start. Okay. So, but you know what? They looked good with Jacoby Brissett. And Dallas's defense is ass. This could turn into a track meet, man. It really could. So I'm going to say Cowboys at home for the win. What do you think about it, John?
Yeah, I got to go. Cowboys are going to win this one handily, I think. And I hate the Cowboys.
I know.
The
only Cowboy I root for is the hometown guy, Dak, who is playing out of his mind, by the way. He is not the reason why they lose football games.
No, he puts up good stats. It's just there's no – until they get rid of their owner, they're never going to be a contender again.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. Knock, who you got in this one?
Just kind of random, real quick. Dodal for the Panthers is actually officially listed as RB1. He was not before.
Dodal.
Oh.
The guy that the Cowboys let out the house and didn't
kind of random there, but I was looking it up. He's officially been listed as number one.
Another great decision by the Dallas Cowboys.
I don't have A's. I have couple A's.
I'm going with Cowboys. I think the offense can get this one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Offense wins crappy games.
Yeah, they do. Yep, for sure. But I don't know if you saw any of that stuff from the San Francisco Atlanta Cardinals game 2 weeks ago. Jacoby Brissett looked just fine playing quarterback for the friggin' Arizona Cardinals. He really did. So much that I was thinking, wow, do they want Murray to come back? You know what I mean?
And I think, it could definitely be a shootout, but I think the Cowboys' offense is way better. So yeah. I think the defense just.
Oh, hey, somebody, what happened to Knock? Who didn't want you to say anything about the Cardinals, man? What happened?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. You guys just stopped and I got kicked for a second. And I didn't even touch anything.
It's all right, bro. These things happen. Go.
I don't know what you guys last heard, so I don't know.
You were saying that, that their offense looked okay, but you think that probably you were probably saying that the Cowboys could outscore them.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys can outscore them. I think the defense just has to make one or two stops, and that's all that's going to be needed.
Yeah. They're going to be chomping at the bit to score some points this week because they were shut down last week. They were. Pretty simply, they were shut down last week by a really, really good defense. So, yeah, they're going to be chomping at the bit to light that scoreboard up at home. No doubt about it.
There's calls for Kyler Murray to be traded.
Well, you
should go to Miami.
You guys know that I have never acknowledged the fact that he was a Boomer Sooner. Okay, I've never liked the guy. He's another mental case, like a Caleb Williams. He doesn't have it between the ears. I mean, just look at his one playoff game that he played in that year. They were killing it. They were killing it that year.
I don't know. Is there a midget league football?
Yeah. Right? What the hell, man?
I mean, at least then he'll be average height.
What the hell? Okay. Let's go ahead and go to next week's schedule real quick.
We
And
should
we'll
have
take
an
it.
early game next week, I think.
This Sunday,
believe
Falcons and somebody.
Okay, so what we got to start with is we have
Patriots.
the Raiders versus the Broncos. This traditionally has been a great rivalry game.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening this week. Unless my upset pick of the week this comes true and the Raiders win, they might feel uppity enough to go into Denver and cause some noise. But I don't think so. This is going to be an ugly football game. Any thoughts on these? I mean, we have to wait for today's results and who's going to play and all that good stuff. But initial thoughts about your Broncos?
If we lose, it'll be a good bounce back game.
Yeah, right? It'll be a get-right game for you, right? John?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a very bad Monday night football game or Thursday night football.
Thursday night football game, yeah.
It's going to be like one of those
I'm going to enjoy watching it.
46 to 3 or something.
If that happens, I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. But yeah, commercial wise, yeah, it'd be a bad game.
Yeah, most people watching without any stakes in it they're gonna tune out by halftime, but Knock will watch
And I
every
hate watching
second
games
of
on
it.
Prime too. That's the worst part of this.
It is.
Prime.
You don't watch it on the Prime stats with all the.
I hate no.
It's so
I
dumb.
hate shit on the screen, man. It pops up with things like, "Oh, can you believe this stat?" And fuck no. Get everything off of my screen.
Now
I'm not
this
watching
game
Twitch.
here, this is going on
The
in
Colts.
Berlin.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, I just looked at who it is. Okay. Yeah, if you're a Colts fan, you're looking forward to this. Actually, you're kind of pissed about this because it's a home game for the Colts. They lose a home game this year. What the fuck?
Yep.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's all right. They're looking at home field advantage right now.
Yeah, they are. They're the number one seed in the AFC. They're the only team in the NFL with one loss. Or actually, no. The Packers have one loss, but they have a tie.
Yeah.
I can't believe we almost beat the Colts. They only won by a freaking second chance field goal against us.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Because we could have been 7-1.
That's a good measuring stick. That's a good measuring stick, man. That bodes well for the future. But yeah, this should be another nasty game right here. The people in Berlin, if they're looking for competition,
this is one of those games that could be a trap game for Baltimore.
Well, yeah. I mean, it depends on how they travel across the pond, right?
Yeah.
We've seen some lopsided results out of these things, So, yeah. But that's what we got to look forward to next Sunday morning. We'll be giving you updates on that during the day. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we get out of here today?
Well, since we got a few minutes, we can do the stat line.
Throw up the stats. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Well, I was going to say while he's pulling that up, there was an interesting question somebody posed on X.
What's that?
Before the trade deadline, if you could trade for your team any one player, who would you trade for?
Kyle Pitts.
Any player I could trade for.
I mean, realistic or,
Well,
somebody that's in flux that we know could be moved.
Your dream pick beyond the superstar of the team. Obviously, you're not going to take somebody's superstar.
He just doesn't want to lose Mahomes.
Let's see. Dr. Jones, good to see you, my friend, says, I just released my NFL picks for week 9. Where'd you put them? Tell me where they're at so I can look at them. I might even show them on the show. Dr. Jones. And if you'd like to appear here, let me know. I'll be glad to put you in the list. I don't put it in the same list as everybody else with the other shows. This one is just for football fans. In other words, I'm not going to have Brahma Bull and Brian on here because they're not football fans. So we want football fans on this one. So, Dr. Jones, it's good to see you here. And if you would like an invite to come talk some football, if you enjoy the sport, come on down. Yep. Anyway, okay.
For example, my pick
Mm-hmm.
would be Joe Alt from the Chargers.
Joe Alt from the Chargers.
Yeah, that would never happen.
That's never going to happen, no. But I would want Joe Alt from the Chargers on the Chiefs.
How about some
reasons.
realistic?
First of all, he's a good player.
a superstar.
And he should have went to the Chiefs in the first place because of his dad.
Okay. Well,
His dad played for us for like 13 or 15 years. He retired a Chief, John Alt.
For me, I'd probably want to pick up a number one corner, as somebody that's that kind of a shutdown player at the cornerback position. That's what I would look for. But I really haven't seen anybody that's been doing that, really, to tell you the truth. I haven't seen anybody that's been shut down this year. They keep saying we're going to put this guy on the best guy and all this stuff, and then they get lit up. I just,
Yeah.
That's the only thing I really think my Seahawks need. They've got a good pass rush. They've got a good core. I don't know. But anyway, go ahead, Doc. Show us what's up.
Yeah, so we got the passing leaders. Of course, Danny Dimes on this list. They're pretty close. They're all within about 50 to 100 yards of each other.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a close race. Dak is starting to fall back a little bit. I don't know.
Yep.
So, and Drake May being on there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know this guy's name yet, if that Buffalo win wasn't proof enough for you, keep watching.
Here we go.
He's playing
Bobby
well.
Wagner.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner.
Still up there in tackles.
Yep.
Rushing, of course, we got Jonathan Taylor, 850 yards. So, I think it's kind of crazy because
Wait a minute, 1 second. Scroll back up to the linebackers. Where is he? Bottom of that list, New Orleans line. That's a guy that I would deal for to get with the Seahawks. I mean, that would be a big pickup right there.
You don't think that's a little inflated because of how much they're on defense?
No, I don't think so. He's really a good player. He really is. They don't throw it in the middle of the field short, dude. They just don't. It's usually deep balls against the Saints, man.
In fact, I would argue that most of these Miami, Washington, Jets, Tennessee, New Orleans, they're all defenses that are on the field a lot.
That's because the Saints doesn't have a secondary.
Yeah, I know that they suck in their secondary. Go ahead, go back down to the Russian thing. But I just saw Demario Davis, and I love the way he plays. I would take him in 2 seconds in free agency. Yep.
Surprising is no Saquon Barkley on that list.
Or at the trade deadline, I would make a move for him. Yep.
Of course, Jonathan Taylor, no surprise there. James Cook, run the damn ball.
If
Buffalo.
you just hand the guy the ball, he might catch the dude. You never know.
This one actually surprises me. He's had some big runs, but I haven't
last
seen.
week, bro. He looked good last week. He really did.
I have number 1 and number 4 on my fantasy team.
Yeah, Jonathan Williams doing well in
Javonte
Dallas.
Williams, yeah.
And then we let him go because he just wasn't doing much for us. I mean, he had a pretty good rookie season, and then he got hurt, and then never really got it back with us. That's why we let him go. But J.K. Dobbins is having a really good season. He's definitely getting more and more comfortable in the offense, and we got R.J. Harvey right behind him, so it's pretty decent.
There's only one. There's only 1 yard separating Williams from Dobbins. So
yeah. And then of course for the sacks, Myles Garrett, of course leading the league, tied with Brian Burns, and then Byron Young from the Rams, of course. Nick Bonito, he didn't really get any sacks last week. I think he was close, but didn't get any, so he's falling behind. This is where Joe wants to see is
Jackson Smith and Jigba, boys and girls. Yes, he's a beast. And I gotta say, Darnold, where last year I saw him throw a lot of balloon balls, his accuracy's improved from last year. He really is. I was watching some highlights earlier today. Post route, you better have a safety in the middle, ready to jump on a Jigba, and you better back him up because, dude, if he hits the post just right, Darnold's throwing a beautiful deep ball to get it to him, and nobody can get it but in Jigba. He's out running guys, and it's. I can't wait to watch him tonight. I really can't wait to watch a whole game with that dude. Yeah. Awesome.
Watch Jackson Smith get 1 catch for the whole night.
Shut up! Doc! Don't speak that shit into existence.
It's crazy that Puka Nacua is still on this list because he's been hurt. I think
that's how good he's been. That's how good
I
he's
think
been.
he could have been at the top right now
Right.
if he hadn't been out of these games. George Pickens slow down. He's going to continue to slow down with CD Lamb back, so they're going to share. And of course, Chase is doing better with Flacco there, and then Justin Jefferson is that poor guy.
Yeah.
But that's all I got.
There's going to be another name creeping up on that list here shortly.
No, never going to happen.
All right. Well, that sound going off on my TV means that the pregame is over.
Yep,
it's time to
time to
watch
go.
these games. Dr. Jones says he put his picks out in a video. So get over to Dr. Jones's channel and check out his picks, see if he agrees with us. He probably will, because a lot of these were not hard to pick this week. They really weren't.
It was pretty easy.
There's only a couple of that were iffy. And I may have made one iffy just to have an upset pick in the Raiders. But anyway, boys and girls, I want to thank you for being here. I don't do a lot of the promotions at the end of it, but I just wanted to show Knock that I did remember to make a scroll. It's just I forgot to put it on during the show.
I did notice that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But look, guys, go check out joesatmosphere.com and enjoy your football today, boys and girls. And we will see you next week at 10 a.m. Central Time. I'm screwing up. It'll be
I'll be
fine.
asleep.
I'm correcting myself. 10 a.m. Central Time. It'll probably be in the second quarter of the game in Germany. But we'll give you updates on it. We'll let you know how bad Indianapolis is beating the shit out of the Atlanta Falcons at that point. But anyway, guys, thanks for showing up. My panelists, of course, always thank you. Dr. Jones, if you want to be part of the panel next week, I'd love to have you. I will talk to you in DMs on X about it, and I'll add you to the pregame party one if you'd like to talk football with us. We don't talk point spreads. We talk a little fantasy, but it's more about love of the game. So I want to thank you guys for being here. Spread the news about the show, and until next time, boys and girls, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.